Okay, today we'll be working on drawing a setup, a drawing page in AutoCAD. We also set up units, limits, layers, and templates. That's what we're working on today in AutoCAD 2024. You can use any of the models. So let's begin immediately. Please, this AutoCAD is for total beginners, those who have not experienced AutoCAD before. The starting part of AutoCAD that you can actually model, work on drawings 2D and 3D without knowing it before as a total novice. So we are going to break it down. That will make it easy for as many that wants to learn it, be you an engineer or someone who just love doing drawings or doing modeling. So let's continue. Double click the AutoCAD you have in your desktop. Just double click this AutoCAD here. This AutoCAD, was double click it. It will open a drawing page. And this is how it will look like when it opens. So you just click on new, and then you are in a new drawing page. You can take off this grid. You see the grid that is on the system. See grid, this grid. Okay, you can just click here. Just come down here, display drawing grid. Just click on it and the grid will disappear. Yes, okay, that is it. If you want also, first of all, let's go straight to setting the units and setting of the page. So having removed that grid, you can type D. Just type D and enter. I'm also trying to teach us the short way to get our job done. Even when we feel we cannot locate some tools in the system, we can as well use command. So just D stands for dimension style. So once you type D, you will see this will pop up, dimension style. Click on it and this dimension style manager page will open. In this dialog box that opens, you can click on annotation or standard. If you click on standard, like now I'll be working on standard. So if I click on standard, I will now come to modify. Once you open modify, you see the first column in this row. The first one we have is lines. If we click on lines, we have line. The lines represent the dimension line. So in this line, we have the dimension line. In that dimension line, you can select any color you want the dimensions to be. So if you click on this color, click select color, then you can take any color of your choice. I decided to use color 31. So line type, let's make it keep it continuous. Line weight, we can keep our line weight to be 0.05 for dimension lines. Okay, so we come down to extension lines. We also click on the color and then select this. Okay, then come down to line type extension line. Type extension line 1, you say continuous. Extension line 2, say continuous. Line weight for extension lines, we can take 0.05. Okay, then extend beyond dimension line, extend beyond dim line. This is this extension that we have here. So we want to probably keep our dimension text to be 100, so we can say this extension extend beyond the dimension line. Let's say 30. Okay, then offset from origin, we can now put that 100, the same size of the text we want to use. This offset from origin. Okay, then I think we are done with this page, so let's go to symbols and arrow. Click on symbols and arrow. Close fill is okay for us. We can click here and select anyone you want to architectural, tick, open, arrow, and all that. Any one you would like to use for your drawings. But in this drawing, this our training tutorial today, we will be working with close fill arrow. So in the arrow size, we put 100 as 100 mm. Okay, because we are working with mm in millimeters. Okay, so we put 100. I think we are done with this page. Let's go to the next one. Text, next column, text column. So in this text tab, we will set the dimension style. I mean the text style. Text style is standard, which is there. So leave the standard. Text color, we can select this. Yeah, I just want to use this. You can use anyone you want to use in your own. Okay, so fill color, I don't want to do fill on the text, so I can leave that. Text height, I want to use 100 mm as the height of the text, so 100 mm. Okay, see the text is out now. We can click here to draw frame around the text. You see, if I click here, click, then you see frames around the text. See, okay, I don't want the frame, so I'll click and remove it. All right, so text placement. Under text placement, we can say for vertical, we can say above. Then horizontal, we can say center. All right. Then view direction, of course, from left to right. So offset from dimension line, the offset of the text from the dimension line. This text to go up a little bit, not touching the dimension line. We can say let the offset be 30. Or if the 30 is too much, we can make it 20. So let's say the offset should be 30. All right. So we have set 30. Yeah. Then we have this text place alignment. Text, I want our text to be aligned with dimension lines, or we can make it ISO standard. But in this case, I want to work with aligned with dimension line, which is perfect and okay for all drawings standards. Okay, so we can come to fit and fit either text or arrow best fit, which is okay, so we can leave that. Then we come straight to primary units. In primary units, we have unit format, which is decimal, which is okay. We can use architectural, engineering, you see, but what we are going to work with is decimal. And I recommend decimal for all drawings. That's what we'll be doing. Practically, is decimal is used. There are some people or some countries that may possibly want to use architectural, what they want to use, but here in Nigeria, what we use is decimal. Okay. Um, Precision, we let's put it at 0. We don't want to have start having point this point that. So we want everything to be approximated to the to 0, to the nearest whole number. So we leave it at 0, and then we can go to alternate units, and then tolerance. I think we just leave this because we don't want to set anything different from this. So we can say okay, and then we say set current, and then close. So after having done that, this scale, let me just show you something. If you draw a line now, let me say I want to draw a line of 5 meters. So I pick a line. So I pick a point and then I move. Pick a line, pick a point, and then I move. I move to the right hand side. You can see the dimension showing on the screen. Dimension as it goes is showing on the screen. So and that what we have there is 13.3 something. So you see, if you are type 5 meters, it will be so long. So sometimes it's good we just zoom the page so that everything it can you can zoom the page so that when you do a drawing, it will not be extra long. You start looking for where it runs to. So in this case, just press escape from your keyboard, and then you can type scale. You can type scale, or you can right click, and then you select scale. So but then in this case, I want to zoom the entire page. So we can just say uh, uh, Z. Want to zoom the entire page. Want to zoom the page close. So if you just press type Z, because I'm trying to also make you to be conversant with working with commands as well. So if you just type Z, enter. Or if you don't want to use Z, you can as well use right click on the model window. Just right click it, and then you see zoom. And then so what I'm going to do now, I'll just type Z, and then I will enter. Now I will type. Once I enter, they'll now say specify corner of window. Enter a scale factor. So we now enter a scale factor. A scale factor I want to enter is 0.0000. That is 40, then 1. Then I say enter. So 40, then 1, then I say enter. So the page has been zoomed off. You can now draw whatever you want to draw. It will not look as long, it will not be over long anymore. It will be okay for you to see it. So let's test the line and see how it is. Okay, so just pick a line. So once I pick a line here, so I click here to establish a point, and then I move. You see the dimension is also written there. You can see it. It's showing. So I can say, let me say I want to drive. I want to dimension. Let me say 2000. So I type 2000 on the keyboard, and then I enter. So you see that is 2000. That is where 2000 is. So I escape, right click from your mouse, and then enter to escape, or you press escape from your keyboard. So this length is 2000. Let's dimension it and see. Just click here. You can come to dimension here, click here, and then you click this end, and then pick this other end, and then move up and click. So that is the dimension. From the dimension setting, drawing setup units that we've just done. So what am I trying to say? Another easy way to determine your units by not passing through a long process that will probably make you to spend much time in understanding AutoCAD. Just use that zoom. After you finish setting the page, just use the Z, enter 0.0000, which is 40, then 1 at the end, and then enter again. It will automatically zoom your page, and every draw you're doing in that page now will now be in millimeters without stress of looking for where to set up it or not again. Okay, so at this point we will want to set layers. Our next the next thing we are going to do now, we will be setting layers. We're setting drawing layers, so that once you're doing your drawing, you should know how to work with layers. Okay, assuming we want to draw um, a structural or a building floor plan, or a steel composite structure, or a steel building, or probably a warehouse. So we have a structure have different elements. We have structural elements like beams, we have the slab, we have the column, we have the foundation, and so on. Okay, so in this case we are going to create layers for each of the structural elements or members. Okay, so let's move on to this layer properties. So if you come to this layer properties, you will just click on it, click on layer properties, then select new layer. Look at it up here, just click on new layer here. So once you click on that new layer, in this layer 1, you can highlight it now and type, let's say we want this first layer to be foundation, or we want it to be column, so we can call it column. So this layer is column. Okay, so this is column. We can set the color we want this column to be. We want it to be this, no, not this. Want it to be yellow. So also the line width. We want the line width of this column to be 0.25. Okay, that is it for column. We can introduce another layer as well. Again, click on the new again, and then you get another layer will be out. So we can call this other layer beam. Can call it a beam, right? So in these beam layers, we want beam layers to be on green. So we click green color, and then the thickness of the beam layer is 0.25, which is okay. All right, these layers we can turn them on and off when we are working on the structure. This is where it turn off. Once you off this padlock, once you lock this padlock, you have turned it off. Whatever entity is doing, they cannot select it, they cannot work with it. Okay, once you click it again, you open the padlock and you can select it, you can work with it. All right, this beam, let's create another layer, and we'll call this one a slab. So let's call it slab, right? All right, so we call this one slab, or we can call it a plate. Yeah, we can call, yeah, let's leave this one slab, then we can create another one called plate. All right, then we'll look for slab. Okay, let's use this for slab. Then we can create another one and call it plate, right? So we can select a color for plate. Okay, we want the plate to be this. All right, so as many layers you want to use, you can go on creating. So when you want to work on the structure, whatever you want to do, you can just select that Okay, let's say we can create a layer and call it a cone layer. We can call it cone. We can call it okay, let's create another layer and probably call it this one. We call it cone. All right, call this one cone. All right, give it red. Okay, you can create other layers and then call this one pipe. Right, so you can create as much as you want for all your projects, for all everything you want to do with it. So you can also create a layer for center line. Yes, center line, layer for center line. Okay, for center line, layer for center line, we can select any color you want. Let me say I want to use this color. All right, then I can say the thickness of a center line should not be that as not as thick as 0.225. So the center line we will use, okay, 0.05. Okay, and that is it for all layers. All right, so I can, assuming I want to turn this line here to a center line, I can highlight it. Just click on it and drag your mouse and then click and you highlight it. So you can come here under you can come here under layer, click a drop down, then you see all the layers we have created. You see all of them here, you see. So I can decide this line I've selected to be a center line. So I click on center line and automatically change. See the color changes to a center line color. So that is how you create layer and work with it. So this a page now is set and is ready for work. It's ready for work. So with this, you are ready to start doing your model in AutoCAD. So this is where we are going to end for um, this particular tutorial, drawing certain units, limits, layers, and template. Please do subscribe to our channel. We have more to teach, and we have a lot to teach. We want to ensure that our engineers don't go around roaming around looking for where to learn their professional softwares, and then they'll be calling big money and all kind of things for them. We are going to teach you practical way of achieving whatever you want in structural engineering. All softwares that has to do with structural engineering will be taught in this channel. Thank you. Both offshore, onshore, and concrete, steel structures, and so on and so forth. Thank you.